For many generations, Egyptians have been suffering under the cruel fist of Persia. Babylon's grip upon our sacred lands is, however, not as strong as it once was. While our accursed oppressors have been busy meddling in the politics of Greece, a series of revolts in Egypt has finally managed to loosen the hated Persian yoke. Now, however, word has reached Pharaoh Ocorus that a force commanded by Fleet Admiral Conan, a Greek lackey receiving Persian gold, has been dispatched by Artaxerxes II and is headed for our shores. Pharaoh Ocorus has wisely determined that a strong naval presence in the Nile is needed to thwart this incursion. As royal governor of Tanis, for the next 10 years, you must build strong ships and train stalwart troops to guard the approaches by water and land. You will need to establish a trade route within Nkomi to import sturdy wood with which to construct a fleet. Copper can also be imported from Nkomi on the island of Cyprus. This trade route is precarious at best, as it runs close to the Levant coast, under control of our foe. Supplying the pharaoh with needed supplies should help to supplement your income. Be aware that funds are tight in these troubled times. To succeed, you must be savvy in business and trade, as well as a skillful commander.
G'day mates, welcome back to Cleopatra, the expansion to Pharaoh. Here we go, we're going into what I believe is the final mission of the ancient conquerors, Tanis or Tanis, whatever it was. We are going to be fighting back the Persians, so my history knowledge is a little bit vague on this, but I believe Artaxerxes II, I think there's some connection with him in regards to the 300 Spartans. He may have been the father of the dude, or he may have been, I don't know. I think it's got something to do with attacks into Greece, though, as they mentioned, that has sort of weakened Persia a little bit and caused some of the people to rebel. So Egypt now been under control of Persia for generations. We're now ready to rebel and retake our country. And of course, to do that, we're going to have to fight them off. Now, it said 10 years somewhere, I think. Yeah, next 10 years sounds like another survival mission. But if Migdol, last episode, was the introduction, this one here is the major challenge here. We've got quite a large population, 2.5 times what we required last time, as well as a decent prosperity. I think that's pottery or possibly beer level, which is going to be difficult when we're under attack. And of course, culture, pretty low, thankfully. But we've also got a kingdom rating, so we can't run in debt the whole time like I did before. So let's dive on in and have a look what we have in front of us here. We pause time, and we do actually have 10 years, 120 months. Ooh, a little bit of farmland over there, but again, not that useful. Where are we? Okay, we're right squarely in the delta. Trade to Nkomi, but it's going to be coming along the coastline, which they'll buy beer, sell wood and copper. I'm suspecting that they're probably going to shut down at some point in the mission, so we'll have another source of timber. Nope, none of the oases. Okay, well, it looks like it's our only source of timber. So, oh no, Athens, there we go. Oh no, okay. No, it looks like that is our only source of timber. So I'll have to factor that in if they shut down. Maybe I have to dispatch something to defend them. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I'll have a poke around that in my own time later, figuring out what to do. This one looks very much like Rawati. Very similar to Rawati. A lot of islands, difficult to move around anywhere. And Kingdom Road is over here on the west. What can we grow? We can grow pomegranates only. So, can we get beer? I thought I could export beer. Yeah, they'll buy beer. Lands trade route, water trade route, and you'll be a water one as well. So, damn, not a lot we can do. We've got pottery. Yep, we've got pottery and papyrus. A little smidgen of papyrus. There's almost, Jesus, bugger all papyrus out here. Can I even get to that island? I don't think I can actually get to that island. Let's just have a quick look here. Nope. Can't even get to that island at all. That's beautiful farmland and beautiful stuff over there. I can't get to that island either by the looks of things. No. So it's really only an east and a west side here. That simplifies things a little bit. We can only grow pomegranates, so using probably the farmland. There's actually not a lot of farmland we can use. If you think about it, we've got all this stuff here, but yeah, despite all the farmland on the map, we can't actually use that much of it. There's a nice big chunk here. I can do some actual, what do you call it? Actual land farming, meadow farming. In terms of gods, we have 3 of them. And temple complex to Ra. So Ra being our patron, Set being a local deity, I may be able to get him to bless me as well a few times. Never came in handy in the last mission. Unfortunately, I put all that money and effort into it. But Osiris as well. No, nothing to build there. It's going to be a challenge mission, this one. It's going to be a real challenge, but I think I am up to it. We're going to have to probably build up a large fleet, and they're going to come in from the north, somewhere, probably the northeast, but you never ever know. Anyway, I'm going to prepare this, and I'll cut back once I know how to approach this mission. Okay, this is our early setup for Tanis. We're not going to get a whole lot of papyrus. We can get a little tiny bit down there, and probably a smidgen up there. I could cross over the river. It would be quite a little bit of effort to cross. Well, it's not a huge amount of effort. Let's be realistic here. It's a one water crossing. It's got to be done here, though. There is nowhere else that can actually cross the river. Anywhere. So that is the only place that will allow me to cross. I can go over here then. And then I can build up another little area here. And look at all this timber. I can't believe we can't cut this timber. It's like the Egyptians have forgotten how to cut wood. But that'll allow me to tap a tiny little bit over here. To be perfectly honest, though, it's not worth my effort. There's such a small amount that unless I'm really, really seriously struggling for money, I don't think I'm going to bother with it. So instead, we're going to have a little clay pit area down here. Some pottery can be done down there. A little bit of papyrus gathering over here, and I can probably do, oddly enough, Mennefer will sell me barley, but then is willing to buy back any beer I make out of it. That doesn't seem like it's worth their effort, but hey, if they're willing to do it, I will do a little import-export from a single trading partner. That's brilliant. Excuse me. Now, Encomi, what are they going to do? They will buy beer as well, and it's going to be via water trade route. So, not sure exactly whether they're going to be worth my time other than for timber. Well, I have to keep in mind that if they are buying and selling timber, they will then go and try and find the beer if I'm exporting it to these guys via land trade route. So it does need to be near my docks as well, unfortunately. And they will buy papyrus, but I can't make very much of it. And you'll buy papyrus as well via land trade route. So you may not even be worth my time opening up. They'll sell weapons, which is kind of cool, but I can get copper from them. They'll buy pomegranates, again, kind of cool, but not worth the money. I think Athens can, they can bugger off. They can stay up there and keep fighting the Persians for me. I think our options are going to be to... Yeah, I think we're pretty well sorted here. We'll see how we go. Okay, the people are pouring in. We're very shortly about to have an unemployment problem. So with that in mind, let's start throwing down these clay pits as quick as we can. I probably want this area for... military docks might go up there. Whatever, let's just fit it in wherever we can. Throw down... I'm inclined to just do... What's that? That's a lot of clay pits. That might actually be too much. Let's be realistic here and take out... Let's take out one in the middle so I can access this farmland. What we're instead going to do is throw some potters over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can actually have... If I get rid of this Kingdom Road, there we go. Actually have a little bit of pottery stuff going up this way as well. I'm going to need, of course, before I forget, throw down a... how am I going to do this? Throw down a firehouse and an architect's post over here. I'll probably roadblock that area off. I can get to it. Come on, get out of the way. Throw a roadblock there, and that'll send these guys down this direction. And how am I going to do this? How is this going to work? I think I'll figure it out. Okay, unemployment is beginning to go up to 2% now. It's going to keep rising as more and more people move in here. I think we may even have overpopulated this, but I can always drop houses back if required. But our pottery now is going at full tilt. The next step is going to be to get a beer industry set up. And how are we going to... Actually, first of all, I think let's just open up the trade route to Mennefer. They're cheapest chips, so I'm going to open you up 150, and you take whatever pottery we've got. Next up, what we're going to do is set up a little beer import-export, And that's going to be over here. I think we're going to start tapping these people. So I don't want to mess up this area too much. It'd be good to have the beer close by. Okay, first year's ticked over. We have paid ourselves our tribute, so I'm not worried about going into debt now. I'm going to throw down... I reckon that should be enough breweries for the time being. What we'll do now is import our barley, import whatever, just import as much as you can get in. It's probably not going to fill up that yard. Not even close because we haven't got the storage capacity for it. But if we have beer available, you can export that and take that away. The next step, once these start to tick over, we're going to go into debt very quickly now. Oh no, there you go. We might even resist going into debt for the first time. That'd be brilliant. Unless this barley sales. Yeah, there we go. Into debt for the first time. There we go. Got another probably 2,000 out of that, give or take. Now, what I'm going to do with that is set up our timber import. I'm going to want probably a dock here and a storage yard right next to it. I can't get it. Doesn't matter. That'll do there. So you're going to accept nothing but timber. There we go. And you can sit there idly for a little while. I'll throw a firehouse and an architect's post right next to you. Actually going to roadblock here. So I don't want you guys going too far. So you can sort of head up that way and cover. Will be our warship wharves up there eventually. So we're going to start importing timber. We're going to do it gradually as we start to make more profit. So actually, I'm probably better off. I am worried about Nkomi shutting down. I don't know how soon they're going to shut down. Obviously, long enough for us to get enough timber to build something. But it'll be worthwhile getting beer. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is actually going to be food. Unemployment is pretty high. So some food and work camps would go very nicely, I think. Okay, excellent. Employees needed for the first time. How far? 6 employees. That's not bad at all. So once the food starts to go in, I don't think we'll get very much of it this first season. But we'll get a little bit of food in and we can start feeding our people. I'm actually inclined to not feed these people just yet. I think I'll feed just one block at a time. Because that could be a bit of a struggle otherwise. Now, we've got a fair bit of cash coming in. I think it's time to start looking at opening up to Nkomi. We're going to open trade with you. We're going to continue exporting beer via that trade route if required. But we are going to import. We're going to start with 200 timber and we'll see how we go from there. I'll just gradually ramp it up and get a big stockpile of timber going. Okay, discovered something a little bit interesting. It seems that clay pits can be placed anywhere near water, as we all know. That's not very new stuff. But, papyrus I need to set up an industry for as well. I had forgotten about that. The other news is that it appears they can be put anywhere near the edge of the map. I can put them anywhere near the edge of the map. So I'll throw in 2 of them down there. I can at least roleplay this in that we are near the wet reeds. Maybe we can get clay from there. But I'm going to avoid exploiting by putting a pottery industry along the edge of the map here. Now I need papyrus. I need that quick smart, and I had completely forgotten about that. So we're going to throw down 2, 3, 4 reed gatherers as quick as we can. You're going to accept papyrus up to half, and we'll throw down a bunch of papyrus makers here as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's be a rebel and go 7. That's definitely overkill, but it'll absorb all the unemployment that will be coming up very shortly once we begin to feed our people. It was very nice of Set to protect our soldiers from far off, but unfortunately I think this is going to be an invasion mission, so maybe I'll throw another festival, large festival to Set and see if he will destroy some of those boats that are coming in. Now it looks like these people here are beginning to develop up quite nicely. We have a little bit of spare cash, so I can throw some of these down and start leveling them up nicer. I'm going to need to get entertainment done next. Now, how am I going to do that? I think I'll just throw a... looks like we failed to send that in time. We don't even have it close to enough. I don't know why there's malaria. I have an apothecary, so who knows? Maybe that's just building up. Maybe these blocks are a little bit too big. Okay, we can send off the papyrus, but unfortunately it looks like another little dispatch has come through. I think we're going to send those ones off first and save up for this 19-month one. We've already failed it and we have a lot more time then to get back to it. Yeah, that one there that just popped up. Now, we are struggling with cash quite a bit. It's not good, although we've probably been importing too much timber. I think that's my problem. I thought I got a little bit overconfident with how much cash I had. We're back out of the black and debt again, but we are gradually evolving our people, and that will allow us to get the workers in that we need to run all these clay pits and pottery factories and whatnot. So things will start to get a little bit better shortly. Ra is pissed off. That's never ever good. Never ever good. I can't think of a single time when Ra being pissed off is a good thing. So thank you. So to that end, we're going to throw down another temple to Ra. We're going to throw that right there. And oh, shit, I just realized these guys... Oh, hang on. Yep, they do have access to a firehouse. That's good. I could probably even throw another temple to Ra right there. City does need more workers, but we are gradually getting there. Now, actually, to that end, I'm going to need a juggler school and a... Well, I'll put this, I'm running out of space. Throw a... Put you here. Throw a juggler school down and a conservatory. That'll give us all the entertainment we need for the near future. Oh shit, Persian army coming in 2 months.
To the march I march for the reeds we need.
I haven't been paying attention. We are going to be completely stuffed. They said admiral, so I'm going to need boats. I don't think I'm going to build anything in time. I'm going to build up instead a... How am I going to do this? I'm going to build a recruiter. If we've got the cash for it, which we don't really have the cash for it. But I'm going to build a recruiter and then an archer fort and see if I can just get something prepared in time. Okay, foreign army has invaded. Let's see if we can hold these guys off. And Set is going to protect us as well. Hopefully he will attack them instead. Good news, everybody. Good news. There are 3 warships here, which is, that's generally considered a bad thing. There are no transports. We are completely safe. I've managed to be saved, even though I did forget about the building up my army. I kind of got a little bit distracted with cash problems. Either way, that's very, very good news. I'm going to throw down an archer fort anyway. Let's make sure I click archers. Yes, I did. Throw down an archer fort anyway, and we will... Oh shit, I shouldn't have built 2 of them. That'll allow us to build up a bit of a force here to shoot them down if they come near our shores. Otherwise, all they're going to do is destroy trade boats, and we have all the timber we need for the time being. And there they go, off they go, retreating away, thankfully. Now, let's not make that same mistake twice. If I do it twice, I will probably be quite in for quite a rude awakening. So I'm going to throw down... all the stuff we need. We've got 3 warship wharves there. I think we can probably get another... How much are they? They're 600 each. That's those there. Debt, that doesn't matter. I don't care so much about debt at the moment because I'm a little bit in panic mode. Throw down a firehouse and an architect's post as well. Now, we're going to need more workers. That's fine. These houses are all leveled up. Oh, shit, that was bad. I didn't think about that. Let's throw a large statue right here, looking out over those people. That'll hopefully bump this area up slightly. Yeah, looking good. And I can throw some plazas down in the near future as well. These people don't level up too much further, but I think we're covered there. Request for 900 fish from Pharaoh. Can I actually fish on this map? I can fish on this map. I didn't even realise that. I don't care so much, actually. Do I need Pharaoh's help? Not really. I can give him a gift. I don't care, Pharaoh. Really, really, at this point, don't care about your fish. Okay, Plague of Locusts. Maybe I should have cared about the fish because we are going to need that food shortly. I thought I told you, don't buy beer. So why, oh why, have you got beer? Oh well, somehow it got beer, but even though I told it not to buy it, maybe I was too late. Maybe it picked it up in advance. That sound is annoying. I'm going to cut back when that bloody sound goes away. Okay, Persian army coming within 8 months again. I'm assuming that because this is called Rebirth of a Navy, it's going to be another naval invasion, so we are well prepared. Bugger off. If they do attack, we've got a couple of archers on land, but I'm hoping they're going to attack from another direction. They won't come from the Kingdom Road, which means that there's a small chance they'll come from up here. If they do, well, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. But our navy is fully prepared. We have a stockpile of wood like you wouldn't believe. We've got cash, and if our people have enough food for long enough, which I think they do, we should survive that plague of locusts one more time. Okay, 1 month coming in. I have moved all my boats out into various sort of preparation areas to stop them coming in and landing troops. I suspect that they will come with troops the next time. Yeah, it's going to be pretty tight, but hopefully we can fight them off. And there we go, smashed them, took them all down. That was fairly easy in the grand scheme of things. Let's just head back and get everybody nicely repaired. Okay, Persians coming within 2 months. We've got ourselves another invasion. Let's see if I can hold that one off with my badly damaged forces. Okay, foreign army coming in yet again, and they're coming from the northeast this time. This could be a little bit of a problem as none of my forces are actually in that theatre. There we go, victory yet again, and while we were doing that, let's just send these guys back to repair briefly. While we were doing that, Encomi shut down, so it looks like we can no longer trade timber. Thankfully, I haven't been losing any ships. I've been doing fairly well, and I have essentially a near full, or 3/4 full storeyard ready with timber. So we're prepared. We're about as prepared as we're ever going to get. The real problem now is in 2.5 years, we need to get our prosperity and our culture up high, as well as getting our kingdom rating up there. So I'm going to throw down my family mansion. We're going to throw that one right there. This will beautify this area, and hopefully if we get enough food in, we can start to feed these people up and get them I don't know, get them leveled up a little bit. We might have to stop selling beer. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to stop selling beer for the time being and start distributing it to our houses to level them up a little bit more. Alrighty, another attack coming in 10 months. I'm suspecting this will probably be the final attack because we're running out of time. These guys have panicked because I left them out there for too long. That's a bit of a bummer. I had set them up there to defend. Hopefully they can recover their morale within 10 months. Otherwise, they're going to be useless to me. Okay, here we go. Foreign army invading is quite possibly the final one. And I can see they've already appeared up there. We have ourselves our armies ready to fight them back. And there we go. Sustained heavy fire has taken them down. We are completely victorious at this point. We can send our people back. And now the real problem, of course, is that we need to somehow get enough food in. I apparently have not been farming these down here because it was a little bit too hard for these guys to get all the way down. So hopefully this season will give us enough food to level our housing up. Prosperity is our real problem. We are currently there, but it's not quite enough. If our food drops down, we will struggle a little bit. Population, of course, is the other concern. 10 months to go, it's going to be a bit of a rush. And of course, I need some jugglers. So I think the way around this one is going to be to make a little mini, what do you call it, a little prosperity, a little culture dump, while also building up our population at the same time. Okay, here we go. We are struggling. We've got Lavish Festival, thank you. We have enough culture, we have enough prosperity, we have enough kingdom rating. We do not have enough population, and we have 6 months remaining. Hopefully these houses can level up as quick as possible. If they don't, then we could be in a real problem. But let's think about this there. We may not have enough here. I'm going to need a lot more stuff. I need you guys to level up, which you don't seem to be doing, and we're going to need this food to come in. Once that food comes in, we might have enough time to actually get there. It's going to be very, very tight though. Let's see if we can manage it. Okay, we have ourselves the population, we have ourselves the culture rating, we have the kingdom rating, we have the population. This is it, the final month of the year. I'm actually going to take a quick end of game save here, just so that I can continue recording next time without having to redo the entire mission. That's it done. 1 month remaining, and this is our city. It was very, very tight, but I got there in the end with one take. Even better. So, well, with that, let's roll over to the victory screen and hope that nothing goes wrong in this final month, as they want to do occasionally. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Victory. We can proceed onwards, finally.
Hail to the hero of Tanis, protector of Egypt. Your glorious victories on land and on water have secured Egypt's continued independence. The once powerful Persians now quake before they speak the name of Pharaoh Osiris.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the Ancient Conquerors. This was actually a surprisingly easy set of missions. I was quite worried that we would be facing, some hardcore mega military things, but for the most part, it's just been a little bit of micromanaging. I think Pierre, the first mission, was the hardest of them all, not only because I had no time to prepare and being pulled in so many different directions, but Migdol and Tanis were pretty tame by comparison. But we've done it. We've managed to get there. 120 months, 10 years. We have held off, and we managed to just barely get all the ratings required. So I've been Blxz. Smash that thumbs up button if you are enjoying this Pharaoh Cleopatra content, because I am absolutely enjoying pumping it out. I've never been this far in the game, and I think we're ready to go into the final mission, which will be, I believe, Alexandria. So the Cleopatra campaign. In we go, guys. See you next time.